Logan's eyes to this truth. That when Logan's sister, Lily, disappeared 5 years ago, on the day she was supposed to be marked, it wasn't by accident, and it wasn't the Markless, or Peck, or anyone else who took her. It was Dome. And just as all this was sinking in, just as his whole world was turning upside down before his very eyes, Logan's new best friend, Aaron Arbiter, betrayed him, bringing Dome right to the doorstep of the Dust's hideout, Logan's last remaining sanctuary, and burning it to the ground. Now Logan is on his own, running from the law, determined to find his sister, whatever the price. My name is Evan Angler. I was there for many of the events transcribed on the following pages. What I missed, I've learned through first-hand account. I am part of Logan's world. I am dust. As are you, should you choose to keep listening. Are you ready to learn the truth? Evan Angler. Prologue. 07-1632. There was a clock in the corner that counted the seconds, an old-fashioned analog type with long hands and a slender needle that tapped a maddening beat. The room was dark, and a team of men and women stood with their arms folded and their faces cast in canyon-deep shadows. A line of noses and the tips of chins, but no eyes, no lips, no ears. They loomed over the man lying at their feet. But were they smiling? Frowning? It was impossible to say. "I've done nothing wrong," the man pleaded. "What is all of this?" "When did it begin?" someone said in the crowd. I don't... Who? When did what begin?" The man shivered violently. A young advocate stepped forward to the pulse of the clock. The room's light shifted over the pieces of her face, and the blue tint of her eyes now shone, even as the rest of her disappeared. She bent forward and touched the man's flushed cheek and said, "The fever. When did it start?" The man lay bound at the advocate's feet, soaked in a cold sweat and trying to make sense out of her question. I'd say, about a month ago," he said, looking up. "Maybe. Yes, about a month." He sneezed twice. No response from the advocate leaning over him. "I don't understand. You come to my work, you pull me from my desk, you bring me here, poke me with needles. Because of a fever?" The advocate sighed. "What is it you want from me?" "Nothing," she said. "Nothing anymore." "Then you'll let me go, won't you?" Rapid breathing, now from the floor, rasping and wet. The clock counted seconds on the wall. It counted for a long time. "No." "I have a family," the man cried. "A wife. And kids. Marked. Everyone of age. Loyal citizens." The young advocate knelt down now, into the light, beside the man. "We know," she said ominously. He looked up in horror. This woman had no mark on her wrist. This woman was marked on her face. Who are you people?" the man asked. The young advocate tucked a wisp of her chin-length hair behind one ear and smiled, beautiful in the harsh, fractured light. "The International Moderators of Peace," she said. "I'm the advocate here. Behind me are my coordinators." The man squinted at them through his watery eyes. "Then there must be some mistake. I've never heard of any of those things. My record is completely clean. I'm not a threat to peace anywhere." A coordinator stepped forward, stone-faced, and knelt down beside the advocate. "Very sorry to say that you are, sir. Very sorry to say that you're wrong." The advocate put her hand on the bound man's shoulder. "No fault of your own," she apologized. "It's just this fever. We're going to have to do something about this fever." In his delirium, the man looked past the young woman, past the team who'd captured him, up and over to that old analog clock. 16 minutes after 7, it read, and the man tallied his last few seconds on Earth. 7:16:28, 7:16:29, 7:16.